This is the ETBU Coaches Show Sportsnet. I'm Kenneth Klein, and today we're joined by head men's soccer coach Chris Crawford. Coach, you go 1-1 last week with a win against Louisiana College, but then you traveled to Mississippi and unfortunately took a loss to Belhaven. Why don't you recap that week for us?
Yeah, I mean, it was a fall break for us, and so it was good for the guys to get a little break from classes and get us on the road for 2 away games. Had Louisiana College first night, Thursday night. It was a great game for us. We came out pretty early, got a goal in the first 10 minutes from David Jackson, and so I think that's his second on the year in that aspect, and so he's continuing to be solid for us in the middle and kind of playing all over for us. And then we ended up getting a 2-0 lead going into halftime. And so I just told the guys, hey, we're on the right track. We had a couple shots that we let go in the first half that we wanted to go in that we didn't capitalize on, a couple mistakes that we made on the offensive side. But Louisiana College was a great game for us defensively. Only allowed 2 shots in the whole game, and both shots were off frame. And so really not a big test for our keeper. And so our guys defensively played very well in that game. Offensively, we got off, I think, 31 shots, 20 of those being on frame. And so offensively, we're going in the right direction. Still got to learn to capitalize. That's something that we've been talking to the guys this semester about, is finishing strong, finishing our opportunities, taking advantage of our chances that we have around the net and making sure that we're in the right position. And so the guys are making strides each and every day to finish those, to get us on the board. And so kind of takes us into Saturday where we're going into Belhaven and the mistakes that we made in that aspect. So it was a great game. Lost the game, ended up losing the game 1-0. By poor decision on our part. We gave up a goal in the first half in the last minute of the game. Made a mistake in the back line with 23 seconds left to go. Just communication, support, all the things that we need to be better at. And that's one thing that you got to worry about in this game. One mistake, doesn't matter what time, how much time's left on the clock, one mistake can cost you the game. And so that was the difference maker for us. The guys played great this last week, Louisiana College and Belhaven. Belhaven was a battle for us. They had a brand new stadium. It was their second game in the stadium for the weekend, and so they were pumped up. Our guys were pumped up, and so it was a battle back and forth. Shots were pretty equal. Possession was pretty equal. It was just a heated game, a little chippy at times on both sides, but we just couldn't bury one in the back of the net. And so that's one kind of what we've been working on this semester, is we're getting our shots. We're getting more shots now than we had at the beginning of the season. We're still continuing to be defensively strong. We got to take advantage and take our opportunities when we get them at the beginning of the games, in the middle of the games, to finish our shots. So that way we can get on the board. We know that we're not going to lose a game 0-0, that somebody has to score. We got to score to win, and we got to take that to ourselves and put the pressure on ourselves to finish those goals. We get plenty of shots every game and plenty of opportunities. We just got to make them count.
With that in mind, you return home this weekend, starting Friday night. This will be the second time you play Howard Payne this season, but the stakes are huge this game. So, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, playing any team twice is always hard. I mean, if you beat them the first time, then there's even more pressure to beat them the second time. It's going to be harder the second time to play them, because they're gonna match up a little bit differently with us. They're going to play us a little bit differently. They're playing at a better level right now. They've had some close games. They've had some games in their favor in that aspects, and so it's going to be something that we've drilled to the guys starting last night with practice. And so we're not looking past Howard Payne, even though we won the first game. We know this next game, it counts. The first game was it's a good win for us, but this was now a conference game, and so this game counts a little bit more, has a little bit more weight to it, and so our guys are dialed in. They're ready for this game on Thursday, but we know it's going to be a tougher test than we faced the first time.
And then after that, on Saturday, which is going to be a busy day for athletics-wise, you will have the nightcap as you take on Texas Dallas at Ornella Stadium. Texas Dallas is a very decent program, so give us your intake on that.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Jason out there at UTD has a great program. They've been at the top 2, top 3 the last couple of years, and so they are very well organized, and they work good together. And so that's going to be a very tough test. And so the good thing is we've been playing really good soccer. Defensively, we've been strong. Offensively, we've been streaky, putting up several goals at the same time, and we've played really good teams. Great at their level, and so that's a thing that our kind of guys have focused in this year, is when we're playing a tough team, we kind of rise and we meet that challenge, and that's when we play our best soccer. And so we're excited about that. It's going to be a tough test Saturday night, both games, Friday and Saturday night, with a quick turnaround. And so we're looking forward to that, but we know this weekend has a lot of weight to it for us in the conference and the conference standings and for what we're going to do this season. And so the guys are excited. We're ready. And so we'll finish out this week of practice, and hopefully we'll be ready to show up Friday and Saturday night.
All right, Coach, thanks for talking to us on the ETBU Sportsnet.
Thank you.